Hello, this is StarcraftScientist in partnership with sc2blog.com. Today I have an exciting video of never-before-seen footage from the StarCraft 2 Terran campaign. This is one of the later missions, though I'd like to point out that the mission system is set up so you can choose to some degree what order you do missions in, so you may be able to have unlocked certain units that aren't shown in this map when you play this mission. For example, I had Marauders and Firebats when I played this mission, as well as a brand new unit for the Terran Arsenal that's never been in a previous game. So you can see here there's Goliaths and Medics, which are both original SC1 units that are featured again in StarCraft 2 for the single player campaign only. So you see the SCV just delivered that purple canister. Every mission in the StarCraft 2 campaign is more or less unique in some way. In this map, you have to basically steal this purple gas from the Protoss. And there's 14 locations on the map. You send an SCV to one and it takes about 30 seconds to harvest it. Meanwhile, the Protoss will try to kill your SCV. And then the Protoss player will respond by sending probes to seal off the gas. So basically it's a territory control. You have to get at least 50% of the territories in order to win. It's pretty easy since the AI is not very aggressive, even though he has a couple bases on this map. So I wanted to say that this mission was a lot of fun, as were all of the campaign missions I got to play. A lot of the mechanics are similar to what you'd find in the multiplayer beta, but there's a lot of noticeable differences. For example, as I mentioned in the write-up in sc2blog.com that should be featured sometime today or tomorrow, you do not purchase a lot of upgrades besides ground weapons and ground armor and vehicle weapons, vehicle armor, things like that. The upgrades like marine shields and stim packs you have to buy outside of the missions. So there's a little bit less to worry about. You can spend more time building units and controlling them. In addition, on some missions, not very many, you do get to control a hero unit. For example, one of the first Terran missions lets you have the Jim Raynor unit, a Marine just like in StarCraft 1, run around and help you shoot things. He's significantly stronger than a normal Marine, but he's not as buff as he was in StarCraft 1, if I remember correctly, and I may not. So the hero units function exactly like StarCraft 1 units. They're just units with more hit points and more damage. Though there is an exception. Zeratul is a very special Dark Templar that you get to play as later in the Protoss side campaign. And he actually does have some special abilities that make the mission he plays on more fun. Yeah, so the last map was a territory control. Pretty simple. This map is sort of a survival map. And the twist is you get this big, giant mining laser that you get to control in this map. So in this map you can see here a new unit is introduced. Almost every map introduces a new unit into your arsenal. So here you get siege tanks. This is the first map you get to use them, and from now on you get to build siege tanks. So you can also go back to previous missions and use the siege tanks that you just unlocked. So there you see the mercenary camp at the bottom of this screen. That's where you hire your mercenaries, which, just like heroes, are just stronger versions of your units that don't really have any special abilities, just more hit points and more damage. And here is the mining laser. And so as you can see, there's lots of these in-game transmissions that have really good animations for the talking portraits, and they have really good voice dialogue. I think that the dialogue really helps you get immersed into the missions and get extra storyline. It's a really well-polished way of making you feel the story is compelling. There are lots of other games like Command and Conquer and Dawn of War that have done similar things, but I feel like Blizzard has taken the best of those systems and really created a polished experience for the campaign storytelling. So in this map, you have to sort of just defend these two ramps using siege tanks and other units, while your mining laser is slowly taking down hit points of the Zelnaga Temple door. And you can also scout around and find some extra temples that you destroy with the laser to unlock Protoss research.
If they get too close, our men won't stand a chance. I'm giving you manual control of the laser drill.
So eventually they'll show you using the mining laser. And it's pretty fun to use. It's basically like a giant void ray, and takes a little bit of time to charge up, but it does a lot of damage per second. So yeah, this mission was cool. All of the missions seem to have something special about them, which makes the campaign stay fun and interesting. Also the fact that you're always unlocking stuff, getting more research points, looking for hidden areas on the map to find those research points wherever they're hidden. There's a lot of stuff going on in the campaign, and I think the storytelling is really great. So hope you enjoy this look into the video. Again, on sc2blog.com there will be a big write-up of Q&A and a written description of many of the campaign elements that are not shown in this video. This is StarcraftScientist, and I'm going to be releasing another video shortly that has an exciting announcement, so stay tuned.
What do we care? As long as the pay's good.
Really? I'd say getting vaporized by the Tal'Darim definitely counts as diminishing returns.